Hi everybody, it's Charlie. Welcome to another knitting vlog. And this one is gonna be Halloween themed. If you have seen one of my previous videos in which I unboxed the hobby Halloween yarn, this yarn should have been in that video. I maybe have done another order and ordered some more Halloween yarn. So I got this, what's it called? Hobby Halloween Scary Sock Wool in the color number 4, this one. And I want to make mittens. I have never made mittens before, never have I ever in my entire life. So this is gonna be interesting. I already did a little gauge swatch right here, and I wrote down what I did because I want to start keeping these because I never used to do them, and I feel like I needed to for gloves, because if gloves or mittens like don't fit properly, that's really annoying. So what did I do? This is a 2.5 millimeter needle and it has been blocked already. So my gauge came up a bit small and I calculated everything, and now I know which size I need to make to accommodate for my gauge that I knit this swatch at, because you were supposed to, like the pattern said, I need to use a 2.75 millimeter needle, and I don't have that in the type of needles that I want to be using for this project. So we're just gonna make a different size and it's gonna be fine, I hope. Have this little guy, look how cute this is, to put my yarn in when I'm working on my project. Let me just take out the needles that I want to be using. These are the type of needles that I want to use. I am not sure even what they're called. I got them at like a random store and they weren't labeled or anything. They just had like stickers of the sizes on them, and I just put them in this little folder that I have. Yeah, oh no, sorry, the cat's on my lap and he is playing with stuff he's not supposed to be playing with. There he is, my boy, my wonky. I just want to have a look at the pattern again real quick. 1 second, let me just pull it up here on my tablet. This is a free pattern that I found, and it's called The World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. So with the gauge that I'm at, I should be making a size large, and obviously that is fingering weight yarn. And this pattern has like options, like either fingering, DK, worsted, and chunky. It has it all. And I really thought like the world's simplest mittens for my first ever pair of mittens. I feel like that is a good idea, I guess. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I think I mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. And I am going to cast on. Hi everybody, good morning. It is now Monday. I didn't film all weekend because I've been really sick and in the couch. As you might be able to still hear from my voice, I am still not 100% healed, but we gotta go to work and I'm going to take my project with me. So I just want to show you really quickly before I go to work what I got done. So this is how much I've got done. I've started on the thumb gusset, and it's looking really small. Is it supposed to look this small? Because like my hand fits in there though. So This is stretching like crazy, so I think it's gonna be good. I hope. Now I gotta do 3 more rounds of this, and then I need to put the stitches for the thumb gusset on a stitch holder. Ooh, don't forget to take a stitch holder to work, because that's gonna suck if you don't. Yeah, so we got those over here. This is the first time working with needles that are this small for me. Like, I thought I bought 2 of those. I'm absolutely insane because I will have so much left over. It's crazy. Comment down below, what should I make with the leftovers? I'm a little bit scared of that I'm gonna have second sock syndrome, but with mittens. So I really will have to tell myself that I need to finish this. Oh my god, my voice. And I have to talk all day at work. This is gonna be annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Also, something else, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I want to make them fleece lined. I've already noticed I won't be able to put the fleece up to the cuff because it stretches so much. I don't think that's gonna work, which sucks because I'm really sensitive to wool, and this is scratchy as fuck. And I knew that was gonna be the case because my skin is so sensitive. But I could not pass this color combination up, so I thought, what am I gonna do with this? And how am I gonna make it work? And then I thought mittens, but I aligned them with fleece. Problem solved, my skin doesn't have to touch it. Like, working with it is fine. My fingers, like, working with it, it's fine. But, like, I don't even dare to put this up to my face because that's a disaster waiting to happen. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if that works out, if I could put fleece in the cuff. Potentially, but I feel like that's like sorrows for later. First, finish both of them and then see what you're gonna do with the rest. So, yeah, I'm off to work. It's been a week since I checked in with you guys. I managed to finish one of my mittens. Let me put this aside and show you really quickly what I got. So, one mitten finished. I'm a bit worried with how skinny it is, but I hope with blocking I'll be able to stretch it. Also, let me just try it on for you really quick so I can show you something. Like, it fits perfectly like this, but I have this line going on, and I also slightly have one on the other side. That's from where, like, my different needles, where they like meet. I don't know how to get rid of that, so please leave it in the comments down below, because yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get rid of it because the mitten's already made. Maybe with blocking it will even out a little bit. At least that is what I'm hoping. Also, let me know how I can prevent this, because when I noticed it, I already noticed it like pretty early on, but I don't know, I tried pulling really hard and it didn't do anything. But then on the top here, like, it wasn't happening as severe anymore, and I really don't know what's up with that. So if you do know, please let me know. So one other thing that I want to note, these are extremely itchy, and they will need to be lined. So I really hope that I can stretch them so that I can line them, and I will also have to line the cuff. So I'm gonna have to look up if that's even possible, if that would work, because right now I don't really know. I do want to say that I really enjoy the pattern, and I will be using this pattern again with different sizes of yarns. So there is that. I did start on the second one, and yet again I'm having the issue of the laddering. Like, you can see it. I don't know, I hope you'll be able to see it. Can you see it? Like right here? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping to knit a bit more tonight, and also Sunday we're gonna go to my parents, and that's a long drive because my niece and her husband are visiting from America, the other side of the world for me, and they're visiting. They don't visit quite often, so I don't want to miss this opportunity to see them again. So that's what we're going to be doing on Sunday. So I am hoping to get a lot done in the car. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I'm gonna have so much left over, and I really don't know what to do with it, because it needs to be, maybe I will make a hat and then line the hat, because it needs to be lined. When it's on my hat, it's so itchy, and I should have known, but I wanted to try it anyways. It is superwash, but it is regular wool, it's not merino. And yeah, so maybe if you have some more tips for the itchiness, if the lining were to not work for some reason, please let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna knit some more on my second mitten. We're gonna do a quick little hobby haul because I got some yarn in the mail and I want to share it with you. So this yarn has been very kindly gifted to me by my lovely boyfriend. Thank you, babe. And this was actually a while ago. Usually hobby gets to my house fairly quickly, but for some reason this time it took a very long time, and I actually don't remember what I got. I also did my nails. I don't think they look good. They look like shit. I did a really bad job. The bottoms of them look horrible. Maybe I should just go to a professional next time. Anyways, let's have a look at the yarn. Oh baby, you're fine. Let's see, what do we have here? Yes, I did get some leftover Halloween yarn that was on sale. So this is the Halloween twister, and this is color number 7. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I am really excited about this. I think I only got one. We got some accessories here. Let's just do those quickly. We got our hobby candy. Let's have a look. I did get the Halloween stitch markers. I never used stitch markers like these before, and I'm really excited to try these out. And then I got some needle stoppers. I am always in need of extra pairs of needle stoppers, and these are tiny little ghosts and pumpkins, and I love them so much. Then I got 4 skeins of little skeins. These are not really skeins, these are cakes, I think, of Twister Solid in the color 105, which is just the black. I want to make like a lightweight sweater with this, because when the heating is on at work it can be really warm, but it can also be like chilly, so I don't know. I am really loving the Twister. It is so soft and lightweight. I'm in love. And then lastly, I got some Halloween candy cake. This I didn't get in my Halloween haul either, but this is feeling nice. I love the mutedness of the colors. And it looks like kind of fluffy. I don't know what I'm gonna make with this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something cool. I'm impressed with this. It also just really feels nice. This is color number 3, by the way. Yeah. This is a weight too. Fine. Doesn't really look that fine to me, but okay. I got 3. What weight is a Twister actually? Also a 2 fine, and this is a lot thinner than this. So I am not really sure if that is correct, because this is twice as thick as this. If anyone knows what's going on with that, please let me know. So I got 3 of these. Any recommendations of what I could do with these are always welcome. So yeah, that's it for this tiny hobby haul. Hi! It's been a while yet again since my last check-in. I've been really ill yet again because everyone at work is ill. All my friends' children are ill, so they are ill. I feel like I'm going to be ill until like February or something. I don't know. But I did make some progress on my mittens. I am over halfway done with the length of them. Then I need to Then I need to do the decreases, and then I can lay it all together and make the thumb, and then I can finally start on the lining. At least try to do the lining, because I have to do the lining. I have to. Also, I want to note, I feel like the stripe that was going on is getting less noticeable the longer that this finished mitten is like laying around. So I'm hoping that blocking will kinda fix it. I don't know. I'm really hoping it will, because when I put them on, it stretches and it gets more noticeable again, so I don't really know. Although also I don't really care, because it's my first ever pair of mittens that I make. It's the first time using like multiple needles, and it's also my first time knitting at such a small gauge. These are already covered in cat hair. At such a small gauge. I really feel itching on my hand. Like, I have to line these. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to stretch them when I block them, because otherwise I won't be able to wear them, and that's sad. I'm gonna knit some more, have myself a coffee, and hopefully I will be done with the knitting portion of these, at least today. Because I've been, to be honest, I made a big jump in the project yesterday. This is about how much I did yesterday. So yeah. And I've been kind of working on another project as well that I didn't vlog, that I wish I did, but that's too bad. It's too late now. I also have another really exciting project coming on. I'm gonna knit something for my boyfriend, something that he really, really wants. Okay, so my mittens have been blocked. I did stretch them out a bit as I was blocking them. So let's have a look here at what we've got. Okay, didn't bring my box for my knit blockers. So I will put them away upstairs later. So let's bring this in. It does look like I was able to lock them a bit wider. Okay, so I do want to make a lining, but I am pretty sure like the cuff, that's not gonna work. So what I'm going to do is put this here, but like stretch it a bit, and I'm going to draw around my mitten, just like that, and I hope that's going to work. I think it will do. Maybe I will try, I don't know. But let's just try them on now really quickly. So let's see. Yep, that works beautifully. They do have like the line on there still, and I don't think I will be able to fix that. But you know, that's okay. I can live with it. My seam held up really well in between here, and they are a bit looser now, so I do think that the lining is gonna work out. So yeah, gonna cut this out, put the mittens to the side and my silver splints back on. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna cut this out. This little pattern that I made. And what I'm going to do as well is I am gonna add some seam allowance with this. So the way I cut it out right now is the size I want it to be. So when I trace this onto my fleece. I actually bought a fleece blanket from the store. That was a lot cheaper than buying fleece fabric because this was on sale. It was only €2. And I feel like that's a pretty good deal. I just have to figure out which way the fleece stretches. Okay, so this way. This is the way I have to cut it. So let's just unfold this. I didn't bring my fabric scissors down though. That's all right, I guess. So, oh no, my pattern's flying away. So, this is pretty loosey-goosey. I need 4, so what I'm gonna do is fold this so that I've got 4, and then I'm gonna cut this out, but I don't think that's the way I'm gonna fold it though. Let's see if I can like do it better. And if I can like have it on a line, that would be like really helpful. So about here, so I got 1. That way was a stretch, right? Yeah. So 1. And then, I've never done this before, I don't know if you can tell. Yes, 1. 2, 3, 4. So now I've got it like 4 times, right? I'm gonna actually leave the edge that's like already on there because I think that will be helpful. So like this. And I want to leave some allowance. Don't really need to leave allowance on this side though, I think. I'm gonna anyways, like that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna cut around it. I should have taken my fabric scissors. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my fabric scissors. Okay, got my fabric scissors. That'll be better. And I also got some clips. And I am gonna clip it just to be sure. You know, this will be quite difficult to clip, but I can just clip the bottom of the fabric so at least that stays together. And then with seam allowance, I'm gonna cut. There is no way I would have been able to cut this with regular scissors. Just saying. And as I cut, I'm going to trim as well. Make it a bit easier on myself and just cut this entire thing out. Still got plenty of fleece fabric left now for a different project. Ooh, this is a bit tight. Oh well, it's whatever. I do a little snip there. little snip here. Just like that. And this way we have got our 4 little pattern pieces here. And this is one side less that I have to seam up because I kept the edge. So I am not sure yet if I'm gonna take this to my serger. I don't know. Okay, so now that I've got my pattern here, also something I want to note is I don't know yet how I'm gonna attach this on the inside of my mittens. I saw a lady on YouTube who did this who said you couldn't use like regular fishing wire is what she called it, type of thread that's in your sewing machine. You need to use like a very specific type of thread that is made for serging yarn wool fabrics, because she said over time the regular nylon thread is gonna cut through your yarn, and I don't want that. I don't want that, so I'm gonna have to go to the store, I think, because I actually have no clue where to get that. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna have to do some research and then carry on, I guess, because yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out, so we'll see how that goes. Hi, I'm sorry if these clips are really dark, but it's so dark outside and I can't really do anything about that right now. My lining is inside of my mittens right now because I wanted to try it out if it worked, and it does. The shapes of my lining are quite weird, but honestly I don't think that matters that much. But let me just take it out, because to sew it, it's actually like a little bit different. So, got my mittens, got my linings. This is what they look like. I'll just hold it up right here because I'm wearing black so that you can see that the shapes are kind of weird, but I don't think that really matters. So she said to put your lining inside out, the lady that I watched on YouTube. So I'm gonna do that right now. Just poke my thumb through. It's a little more difficult to do on the thumb because my shape on my thumb was kind of weird. Just put my hand in and like push on it in that way. I think that would be better. Yeah, as you can see, weird shape, but I don't care about that. So we got one inside out, and then she says to actually also put your mitten inside out, because what you're gonna do is now put your lining on top of your mitten. So let me put this on right here. I've got some ends hanging. They're woven in, but I kind of want them to stay in there because I'm really cautious about things like that, like unraveling, so I want to keep it in there. So we've got the lining on top, and she said now you can take it off because this is the way that you're actually gonna sew it. So I'm gonna try holding everything together. As you can see, this lines up with where my cuff is right there. And now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other one. Maybe doing this with the serger wasn't the best idea, but honestly I don't really care. Serger tails can also just stay on and in there, and nobody's gonna see them anyways, and it makes me feel extra secure if I do it that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. I might have an issue with this one though. I think I am gonna have to cut that off because the lining will not be hiding that. So you really want to hold it so that it doesn't move on the inside, you know? Okay, these are ready to be sewn on, but I am gonna need that special thread that she was talking about in the video. I still don't know what it's called. Once I figured it out, I will pop it up on the screen. And it's Monday, so my hobbycraft store that I usually go to is closed, and I really wanted to finish these mittens today. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I will just sew it on with the yarn. Hi everybody, happy Halloween! It is currently the 31st of October today, which means tonight is Halloween, and I am so happy to announce that I will be able to finish my mittens today. So about 2 days ago after work, I stopped at that yarn store that I made the vintage yarn shopping haul about, and I was so certain they were gonna have this woolly nylon, that's what it's called, the woolly nylon thread, and they didn't have it. They didn't have it, and I did a little panic, and I thought I will never be able to finish my mittens before Halloween, but I will, because I was able to order some online, and it got here really quickly. So yeah, 2 days ago I ordered this. It's here, it's Halloween, and I'm gonna finish my Halloween mittens. Also want to show you what I'm wearing. Little ghosties, very spooky, very Halloween. So I'm not even sure yet. You know, I've been raving and ranting, and yeah, I'm gonna finish it, but I don't even know yet if this is the correct yarn because I haven't opened it yet. Let's open it. Please be correct, because I can't really tell because it's so shiny and plastic. I think it's correct. It might not be 100%, but let me just ruffle at this a bit. Yeah, that's it. That's what I need. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. If later when editing I find out that you can't see that at all, I will insert like a picture of what it looks like. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish my mittens now. Okay, so I'm gonna sew my mittens together right now. I really hope you'll be able to see this. So we're gonna put you in here, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I am just gonna pick up the bars and whip stitch it. So I'm gonna pick up these bars on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. One mitten done. This feels so warm. Oh my god. This is still kind of itching on my skin, but if I put it like on my bracelets, it's fine. Or if I put my sweater like under it, it will be fine. But these feel so amazingly warm. I love it. And now I'm just gonna repeat for the other mitten and then we'll be done. So guys, that's it. This is the end of my simplest Halloween mittens video. I am joined here by Ezekiel, our friendly house skeleton, to go over everything like one final time before we wrap it up completely. So the lining ended up working, as you might have seen. Was not able to put it in the cuff, but that will be solved otherwise by just putting my bracelets underneath the cuff so it doesn't touch my skin, or like holding my sleeve when I pull on my mittens so my sleeve is under them. That issue can be fixed that way. Secondly, we do have the lettering going on. Unfortunately, I don't know how to fix that. I don't think at this point it is fixable, but yeah, I will just have to listen to you guys' advice if I ever make mittens again, how to prevent that from happening. And then thirdly, I have a lot of yarn left and I really still think I want to make a hat. So once again, I ask of you, please leave recommendations of fingering weight hat patterns down below. Preferably knit, but if you have a crochet one, that's also fine. I am willing to broaden my mind and steer away from a knit hat and do a crochet one if you have a good pattern. So we'll see about that in the future. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot with my hands right now. That's because I'm wearing my new mittens that I just made that will keep me warm, hopefully all winter. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. I can't wait to wear these on a trip to the outside world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Halloween!